CIL 650, in association with Tom Lucas Productions, presents Radio Real Estate.
Our house in the middle of our street.
And now, here are your hosts, Bill Macklem, Fern Northcutt, and Tom Lucas.
And we're all here together again. Yes, we're here. We're here. It's the on-air open house. Fern, you're here. You came this morning. You dressed up with a long leather coat on. You had your brolly. What the heck's going on?
It's raining cats and dogs.
Is
I
it?
have my galoshes on.
Oh, my God, Bill, you came in. You're all wet.
I tell you, it's wet out there.
Because your wife called me a couple of weeks ago and said, Bill's all wet. And I said, I know. And today you proved it.
And don't forget, and we're still in a water restriction.
Are we really?
Oh, yeah, like this is wonderful.
So
Have you read that? You know, I Googled Surrey water restriction the other day because I wanted to know what time I had to get up to water my garden.
Should I call you when I couldn't do the morning show?
Pretty well.
I think so, yeah.
And it was so confusing. I just went out and watered.
No.
Well, yeah.
What time of day was this?
5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Sun's
Nobody
not
was
shining.
up.
Well, the grass was up.
This is true.
Grass is. Thank you for that water. So it's 1 minute after 10 o'clock. You were at the Cloverdale Rodeo last week. That was fun. You were there yahooing it up. And
It was.
today you walked in. I said you're through with the Cloverdale Rodeo for another year. You said yes, but you have something going on in Westminster today.
Well, it's a Hayek parade starts today. Can you imagine in
Wow.
this rain?
It's that time already?
Yeah, so I have a front row seat to watch it. So I don't participate in Hyatt except that I just cheer them on. They have all kinds of bands come up from Washington and Oregon, and these kids are high school kids with
Lots of
full
energy.
uniform. Oh, just awesome. These
So the
bands.
Hayek Festival starts today.
Yeah,
It's the first I've heard of it.
there you go.
Because usually they're on the radio and the
Yeah.
newspaper. They're a couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks ahead of time. So if nobody shows up this time, we'll know why.
Well, there you go. You're right. I haven't heard anything about it advertised this
Crazy.
year either.
It's a
No.
great event. They should talk more
Oh,
about
it is.
that.
It's so much fun.
Well, now, when you're not going to events, I know that you're out there, you're doing your real estate career, and you're always coming up with some unique things to talk about in the show. You've come up with a very interesting property that's for sale, and this is not exactly what you call a cheap property, is it, Fern?
No,
No.
and only in America.
Oh, well, okay.
So, billionaire David Duffield's dog-friendly mansion called Fieldhaven, the most expensive home in Alamo, California, and that's 30 miles east of San Francisco. I might even visit it on my way down in
That's an
November.
idea.
You know, sure,
Yeah.
this sounds like fun. Put it on the list like Hearst Castle. Is on the market for $39 billion.
How
Million.
much? What?
I know. $39 million, Tom.
I think we've got to talk
I
to
caught
Bill.
your attention.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, this 20,467 square foot home took 200 workers over 3 years to build. It has more than 20 rooms, including 8 bedrooms, 16 bathrooms, and a 12-car barn.
Wow.
Works for me.
Mm-hmm.
A 75-foot suspension bridge. Yeah, you can see the dogs running over that. Mudroom treehouse and a 14-seat cinema.
Nice.
It has a dog spa, a family dog park, and 2 paw washing stations.
Really?
You know, yeah.
geez.
And all proceeds from the sale will go directly to Maddie's Fund, his nonprofit for finding homes for dogs and cats. How cool is that?
That's a great story. And I think we've got a great song to go with that, too.
Dog is a good old cat. People, what you think of that?
Dog is a good old cat. Norma Tanegich. After that, she never appeared again on the charts. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
And I've thought about it for all these years. Dog is a good old cat. It finally dawned on me. Back in those days, you used to call it like people that in the know, they were called cats, hep cats. So her dog, who was dog, was a good old cat. So you're making that
What?
fake. You're not following this, are you?
No, I'm not. Not at all.
Okay,
Well,
I'm very
how about
confused.
if you're now when you say you're a dog,
dog. Yeah.
DAWG,
Oh,
that means that you're a good guy.
That's a different kind of dog.
Yeah.
That's a dog.
Hey,
That's not a dog. He has long hair like hockey hair, and he lives in Hawaii, and he does a show on TV.
Yeah, it's blonde.
It's a different kind of dog.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
The hunter.
Boy, have you seen his wife? Goodness.
Yeah, is he his wife? Okay. So let's put our money together and go and buy that doggy mansion. I like the idea.
What
of
the
that.
heck? Actually, I have a friend who has a cat house in Powell River. She might be interested.
Pardon me?
Cat house.
A what?
A cat house.
Aren't they illegal?
She keeps saying the word, what is it?
It's 4-legged cat house.
Cat. Oh, cat house. I
There
see.
you go.
Is it for sale?
No.
Not yet.
No.
We'll be after today's show.
Yeah, well, I'll have a little chat with her.
Never
Maybe she'd
mind.
like to move down to San Francisco.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, Bill Macklem is here. He's the president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. He's the radio real estate money guy on the show. He'll be here in a few minutes. Well, you're here now, aren't you?
I actually am.
You are. You're getting ready for the question of the week.
I definitely
Little
am.
surprise this morning. We'll tell the people in just a second. So, Fern, what else is going on?
Bill will also answer your mortgage question of the week.
Later on the show, we're going to talk about a couple of things, but the one that's really intriguing is postal banking.
Coastal banking.
Postal, like
Postal.
post office,
Postal.
was very effective in Canada up until 1968. So we're going to get into some details about that.
Okay.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the post office is running scared, aren't they? Because
Yeah.
with all the emails and purulators and all this kind of stuff that...
But this was actually in effect
Uh-huh.
up until 1968, until the banks kind of squeezed them out.
Uh-huh.
And it's still effective in France and in Australia, a number of other places.
Is that called a stagecoach?
No.
Our radio real estate home handyman, Finn Jensen, will talk about what kind of homes the newcomers are building for themselves.
Monica Di Nabriga, president of Mummy Maids, will be here with her spring. You know what? She has a lot of spring cleaning tips, I have to tell you. And this morning, Monica has an eco-friendly way to help clean your house and get it ready to put that home up for sale.
Oh, I'm going to start following her around.
She could be a big help because if the home is dirty, I guess, well, these days, it'd be nice to have a clean home, but is it easier to sell a clean home than it is a dirty home?
Oh, it is. And,
Yeah.
you know, if somebody has a home that needs a little bit of spit and polish, then I recommend they get in a
Good
cleaner.
idea.
Carpet cleaners, you know, it makes it all nice and fresh.
And it makes it easier for the realtor to do his or her job. Absolutely. Okay. The Radio Real Estate Headline News is coming up. We'll take the headline news and the stories that made the news this week. We'll talk to Bill and Fern about those subjects, get their opinion on the headlines. And we're also going to be hearing from Nick Fong, who happens to be in Los Cabos, which is down in Mexico, and he's got a hot deal for us again this week, Fern.
I bet it's sunny there.
Mm-hmm.
So Bill's mortgage question of the week is coming up, and if there's something you'd like to know, leave your question on our website, radiorealestateshow.ca. That's radiorealestateshow.ca, and Bill will answer it on next week's show.
Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty will chat with us about the Tri-Cities market, and we'll look ahead to another great community event they have happening this weekend, and it's not the Hayek.
It's not the Hayek. So, let me see. It's time. Time is 10:07, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on CL 650.
All right, Fern, and time now for the weekly mortgage rate update with the resident mortgage expert on the program, Mr. Bill Macklem, the president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Willie, what's it looking like?
That's looking pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. There was some rumors that the Americans are going to raise their rate by a quarter point.
I heard that.
And they're kind of saying it's like whack-a-mole.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, we're thinking we're going to do it. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. No, yes, no.
There must be some Libras on the board down there.
Yes. So the market's having some difficulty in actually bringing this into the actual cost of stocks and bonds and general money funds. And what's happening with it is that the Americans need to, and this is a good point, the Americans need to raise their prime from 0 to at least a quarter point, so that if they do run into problems in the future economically, they can at least go back to 0. Whereas right now, they have nothing they can do if they run into any kind of problem to help alleviate some of the problems in the economy.
Interesting.
So that was very interesting.
Wonder if Trump's going to do that.
He could. So, but this is the now in Canada, for example, we seem to see some trickling down effect of some of the rates. And this is a funny time of year, because normally in May and June, you'll see that there's a lot of money coming on the market, and so then you'll start seeing some of these rates start trickling, and they are starting to trickle just a little bit, not a lot. I mean, you can get a 2.49, but you know what? You're a good friend of mine, and I probably wouldn't put you with that one unless I could determine who that lender was, because most of the lenders are in that 2.59, 2.69 range. Might get down as low as 2.54. 2.49 normally has some things attached to it that you may not like.
And no toaster.
And no toaster.
Darn.
So great rates.
I see. Well, in the next segment of the program, we're going to be answering the mortgage question of the week. A little bit of a surprise this week. Later, we'll examine the Radio Real Estate News headlines, and we'll be chatting with Nick Fong, the Los Cabos agent. We're talking about another great opportunity down south of the border, down Mexico way. You love it down there. Now I know why.
Yeah, well,
Nice
it's
place.
not. Didn't ever see a day like this, but that's okay. We need it for our flowers.
Yes, we do.
So you're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house, Radio Real Estate on CL 650.
Hi, this is Fern Northcott of Remax Performance. Your real estate dreams begin with you. Baby boomers move for various reasons. Perhaps your home is just too big, or you want to buy that toy you always wanted. Together, we will make that happen. Call or text me, Fern Northcott, 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066, or visit fnorthcott.com.
Good morning, it's Tom Lucas from the Radio Real Estate Show, and now from North Vancouver Nissan, here's Mike Farkas. Mike, good morning.
How are you in this lovely, lovely wet weather?
Well, I'm multitasking. I hear you can multitask too, or is it in your case multi-pointing?
We're really concerned with our customers keeping their cars in good shape and on the road and reliable. So we offer a multi-point inspection at no charge any day except for Sundays.
So come on down, check it out. Go to the website, northvancouvernissan.com.
You betcha.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. As your mortgage broker, I am your home loan consultant, helping you finance the largest debt of your life. All of us want to make the right financing decision when we're making this choice. Even after you sign for your mortgage, we are still there for you. Call us. Dominion Macklem Mortgages, 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME.
CL 650. We get letters. We get stacks and stacks of letters.
Well, I was completely confused this week. I said, what are we going to do here? Fern brought the Argyle sweater in today. Thank you. Nice job.
You're welcome.
Nice sweater, too. And I noticed that it was a little smaller. I said, this is not going to fit Bill without being rather tight, right, Bill?
Absolutely.
And then I looked at the question again, and I realized it wasn't for you this week.
No.
No, it was for someone else on the program.
Absolutely.
Not me or Dwayne.
No.
So chances are it's for you-know-who.
Absolutely.
Are you
Never
ready?
forget what's her name.
Exactly. So, Bill, what's her name needs to have a question.
This week's question comes from Rita Balboni of Ladysmith.
Okay.
Rita would like to know if the Realtors Commission is negotiable. So, as we were saying earlier on the show, some companies offer MLS-like services, but as they cut their commissions, they kind of cut their services. So, did you want to respond to that?
There's only so much I'm allowed to say. But, okay, now I get back to the bottom line and using people's common sense. That if you are charging less for commission, which discount houses have the absolute say-so to do so within the law, would you not have to sell or list more houses at a discount commission to make up for the most widely used commission?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the most widely used commission on the market today is 7% on the first 100,000, 2.5 on the balance, out of which the listing agent, myself, we pay the selling agent a certain amount of money, and that's right in the listing contract. So any of these commissions the seller has to agree to, and of course we sit down before we put it on MLS. You can list for, are they negotiable? Absolutely. Everything in life these days is negotiable. So our commission can be negotiable, but then I also have to decide what is viable business-wise. So, you know, it's interesting. It's a very fine line, but again, it's common sense, and I think that if the average worker went out and worked 5 days a week and went to collect their pay packet at the end of the week and were paid for 3 days, I think they would go to their union rep. And so, you know, it's just sort of that sort of common sense as well. One thing I find very interesting, though, that on my listings I have a lot of discount brokers that seek out my listings because I charge and pay out to the selling agent the most widely used commission. So what's happening with the discount brokers, because everything is, you know, negotiable and a free-for-all, that they are selling my listings at the most widely used commission. So it's interesting what's going on out there with commission. And Rita, I hope that this has answered your question. It might sound like I'm a little bit all over the place, but if you're thinking of listing your home, talk to your realtor. Be honest with them. Be honest with them. You know, I was telling Bill earlier, I was whipping on down the freeway day before yesterday, and I blew a tire. And I mean, really blew a tire. And because on my new car, which is a 4-wheel drive, I had to replace all 4. And so I'm sitting in the service department. I'm negotiating on tires, and and the serviceman sure knows me, so he knows I do this kind of thing. I say this is what I do for a living. Forgive me. Anyway, so I got almost $200 off my tires because I sat there and I negotiated, and he met the match of somewhere else. It really worked out well for me.
Did you know so that you only got 2 tires?
Well, yeah, true. Well, I had 3 other brand new tires. That car's only less than a year old.
Yeah, you shouldn't be needing tires at this point.
Yeah, this is true. Anyway, so yes, you're right. You can read it. You can negotiate commission, but also figure out that your list of services, which we have to put with our listing agreement, which is called Schedule A, make sure that all of those services are met. And different brokers, different realtors have different services. So that's the big thing. Look at what you're paying for commission, but also look what you're doing, what your Schedule A says.
So now if Rita wanted to have a chat with you on the telephone, I know you love to chat. Maybe she can give you a call.
Yeah, she can call me anytime. I'd love it. Rita, you can reach me at 604-790-9066. That's 604-790-9066. And I can talk to you a lot more off the air. So, I'd love to hear from you, Rita.
And if you need help with a mortgage, give our friend Bill a call. You can work with Fern and that other person. So what's your number, Billy?
604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
It's 16 after 10 o'clock. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. And right now, here's Andrea Jock from Keller Williams Elite Realty to talk about the Tri-Cities. Andrea, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Hi, everyone.
What you doing this morning? I just thought I'd ask.
Oh, I'm getting ready for an open house.
I guess I should get back to work, too. Well, hey, what's going on out there in the Tri-Cities this week?
It's been another great week in the Tri-Cities. Listings are really low in Port Moody, so if you're thinking about selling, now is a great time. I've got lots of buyers that want to live in the area. Today, I'm featuring a beautiful 3-bedroom, fully renovated rancher with a walkout daylight basement located at 670 Mara Court. You will love the chef's kitchen with large center granite island, 6-burner gas stove, Frigidaire stainless fridge, updated Japanese cherry flooring, and the double sliding glass door to the upper back 700 square foot deck overlooking a beautiful oversized backyard with unlimited potential with plenty of room to bring your RV. Located in a prime location, come by and check out the open house today and tomorrow from 2 to 4. Today until 2 is the annual community garage sale located at 535 Marmont Street in Coquitlam. This is Andrea Jott for Radio Real Estate.
Get in touch with Andrea by calling 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124, or by visiting pinnaclegrouprem.com. That's pinnaclegrouprem.com.
Thank you, Fern. It's 17 after 10 o'clock, and coming up, we'll chat about the stories that made the headlines and the news all about real estate this week. We'll also hear about another great real estate opportunity available for you and me down in Los Cabos, Mexico with Nick Fong.
Good morning. This is Fern Northcott of Remax Performance Realty with mortgage expert Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgage, producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate, Vancouver's original on-air open house on CL 650.
Tom Lucas here with Norm Holmes, Vice President of Pioneer West. Norm, I need to know, who are some of your clients at Pioneer West?
Well, I consider our clients to be pretty much anyone, but predominantly our customers tend to be self-employed. Sometimes they're people that either can't provide credit or have bruised credit and need to repair that. And so we give them a mortgage to help them out.
So people can come in, sit down, talk to you, have a cup of coffee, and get all their questions answered, right?
Absolutely.
Go online. It's pioneerwest.com. That's pioneerwest.com. Good morning, it's Tom Lucas from the Radio Real Estate Show, and now, from North Vancouver Nissan, here's Mike Farkas. Mike, good morning.
How are you in this lovely, lovely wet weather?
Well, I'm multitasking. I hear you can multitask too, or is it in your case, multi-pointing?
We're really concerned with our customers keeping their cars in good shape and on the road and reliable. So we offer a multi-point inspection at no charge any day except for Sundays.
So come on down, check it out. Go to the website, northvancouvernissan.com.
You betcha.
Introducing Mommy Maids, a business created out of the lack of employment opportunities for single moms with flexible working hours. From residential to commercial, you can trust their insured and bonded cleaning professionals with any task. Let them clean your castle with no hassle. Go to mummymaids.com or call 604-533-4959.
1, 2, 3, ABC. Mommy Maids come rescue me.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem. In these busy and hectic times with family and business responsibilities, it is difficult to find the time to sit down with your mortgage broker and discuss all your mortgage options. I'm available to meet with you at your place of work, your home, our office, or at a place convenient for you. Please give me a call at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
Vancouver weather.
Not quite like Mexico today, eh, señorita?
No.
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 Windy and wet today. Rain heavy at times today, but it's going to get better tomorrow. Better Monday, Bill? No?
Cloudy, 30% chance of showers in the morning. You're going to mix of sun and cloud in the afternoon, high of 17. Monday, sunny, and a high of, I think that says 19.
Monday is the day then.
What does that look like?
Well,
amazing.
Come on, Monday. Right now it's 10 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
CI 650.
Now, a lot of people think that's James Taylor singing that song. That is James Taylor, but it was written by our friend Fern Northcott. You love Mexico, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
What do you love so much about Mexico? Laid
People
back?
mainly, you know, that people still have it all together. They're still family, and children are allowed to come and talk to you, and, you know, they just, all these faces just brighten up when you say hello. It's, you know, they don't walk down the street looking down at the ground. And
No, or playing with their social media machines?
Well, there's more and more of that. But, you know, with the little kids that you can be, I'll be walking along the street or down the beach where I stay, and the dad will be holding this kid that's under 2, and the kid will turn around, big smile and this kind of stuff, and put out its arms, and dad hands the kid over to me.
And then the kid puts his little cell phone down, and away they go. It's texting the other kid that's with the other dad over there.
Who is this weird Canadian lady?
Strange people. 21 after 10 o'clock, and so there is a reason why people go to Mexico. It's a wonderful community, and we have a wonderful guy on the show each week. His name is Nick Fong. He's our Los Cabos agent, and he has a special deal for us again this week. Right, Nick? What do you got?
There's a new listing called Casa Jardin. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom house sold fully furnished. It's in a small 30-home community, lots of privacy, has a backyard for an in-ground swimming pool. List price is $345,000. It's just minutes to the beach in downtown Cabo San Lucas. This gated community is a real nice, intimate location for those that want a little bit more privacy, but want to be under $350,000 and the potential to add a private pool. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great rest of your week.
For more information on our Mexican market, call Nick Fong at 1-312-725-3664. That's 1-312-725-3664. Or send Nick an email at info@loscabosagent.com.
Those prices, those prices that Nick were talking about, I think they remind me of Vancouver or British Columbia prices from many years ago.
Yeah, no kidding.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
So do you find that most I guess in our case, snowbirds are going down to Mexico? Are they going down there? Are they buying? Or are they just going down for vacation, time sharing? What are they doing?
A lot of people that go down to Mexico that now have a condo or a townhouse, they've been going down for 15 years, and they will rent, or they will, you know, a lot of them have been down to rent. But now, with a lot of people being able to free up the equity in their homes here, I mean, at the premium market, the plus side is they can go down and build a pretty nice house in Mexico. And then there's other of us that drive down. You know, we like to go down in our RVs, and we have a little community there on the beach. And it's really cool. We swap all of these lies about RVing. It's quite fun.
Well, I often make mock. I make a joke of different places and that kind of stuff. And I tend to make a lot of jokes about Mexico and stuff. But it's a great place. You have all the amenities. You've got the medical. You've got the educational stuff. You've got great places to live. You have everything down there.
Well, you know, when I get to my next significant birthday, I might not get travel medical for Mexico because it's so cheap. You know, I think I mentioned before when I had an implant, tooth implant done 2 years ago, and I was quoted $5,600 here in Canada, and I went down and I paid $1,800 US. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. I kind of paid for my trip going down there, and here we are 2 years later, and my implant hasn't fallen out. So, you know, that kind of stuff.
And
you don't want that in the States.
Juan Pablo is quite happy that your implant hasn't fallen out for.
But you're absolutely right, because even that Playa del Carmen area, I know a number of folks from our area that go down and they call it a dental holiday. They go down for 2 weeks and get their teeth looked after, and also go on a holiday at the same time.
Well, that's the thing. I get my teeth cleaned and polished and all the things that they do here for whatever it costs now. Down there, it costs me $70. You know.
What's it costing you up here?
Well, I don't know. I haven't
About
had it
1,000
done
to
here.
Oh,
1,000 to
okay.
2,000.
Yeah, last time I had it done, it was about $600.
Yeah.
So you're ready for another trip?
Well, no, it's
Down
not.
to down
it's
south.
not winter yet. It feels like it, but it's not winter yet.
Oh,
We're
I
just
see.
getting into summer.
And if somebody, and it's where summer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's raining and not
Monday.
snowing. I see. So if somebody's interested about maybe making a purchase down in Mexico or elsewhere in this wonderful world of ours, Bill, should they see the mortgage broker first or contact the?
You should always see the mortgage broker
Yeah?
first, because a lot of times you can't get financing down in another country
Mm.
because you're not a citizen. So in that case, you should have your funds all set aside by utilizing the equity in your current home and then buy it that way. You might be able to have most of the money from here and get the seller to carry a bit of it back, or you might even be able to get a bit of a mortgage on a smaller amount on a property down in.
So go see Bill, then go see Fern, and then we can go to see Nick, right?
Absolutely. You know, a lot of these properties that Nick is marketing down there are owned by gringos.
Mm-hmm.
So they understand our system of mortgaging and all that kind of stuff. And some of them are a little bit more happy to carry a mortgage because it supplements their income. And so, you know, if they're coming back to Canada or the U.S. for medical reasons or whatever and selling their properties down there, it's a win-win for everybody all the way around.
I just have one quick question about this Mexico thing. You just brought it to my mind. Why is it they can call us gringos? Why is it we go to Hawaii they can call us howlies?
Howlies?
Yeah.
Well, with the howlies, you're right. I'm not sure.
But
with
why can they
the
call us?
gringo.
Why can they call us gringo?
Because originally what it was, when the Americans were invading Mexico, they
Mhm.
wore green uniforms. And when they were pushing the Mexicans back and back and back, the Mexicans put their hand up and
go,
they said,
gringos?
green, go.
Go,
Green, go.
Nice
That's
try,
why we're
Fern.
gringos. Well, it's
That's
true.
Nice try, Fern. You want to
You
hear
don't know your
you want
Mexican history.
listen, just a second now. You want to hear my story on Medicine Hat? It's a good one.
Yes.
Somebody once said to me, how did Medicine Hat got its name? I said, well, where's Bill? Oh, my God. 26 after 10 o'clock. Let's do some news headlines here. Oh, my God. So apparently it's going to take an average Vancouverite at least 23 years to save up for their down payment. Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's only $725 a month if you want to buy $1 million home.
Okay.
Or it's going to be $100 a month if you want to buy, let's say, a $500,000 home.
Okay.
Because on a $500,000 home, you only have to save up $25,000, but on $1 million home, you have to save up $200,000.
So for the less expensive home, it's how much?
It's going to be $100 a month.
$100 a month?
23 years.
So there you go.
Okay.
You can save a little bit of money by
Yes.
going to Starbucks 3 days a week instead of 7.
Yep.
It's amazing how that'll add up over 5 years.
Or you can ask mom and dad for a little loan and buy it now, and by the time you actually pay mom and dad back, your property has probably risen in value by more than the down payment you just borrowed from mom and dad.
But my question is, will mom and dad still be around to get that money back?
Maybe the kids don't care.
Well, yeah, I was going to
Maybe
say
the
maybe
kids
they're
don't care.
maybe they're hoping.
Maybe
I
they're
s-
getting an early inheritance.
I still like your original concept better. Tell them to take out an insurance policy, mom and dad. When the time they make the payments, when the time comes, cash in, get your dough,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
buy your place
It's called
elsewhere.
responsibility.
Thank you. I like that. Now, we're faced with soaring city prices, so some millennials, God love the millennials, are eyeing vacation properties instead of regular places to purchase. What do you guys think about that?
Yes, you know, it's interesting the vacation properties, how much they've gone up as well, and especially since our dollar has fallen against the U.S. dollar, there's more Americans coming up here, and that they're doing this. But I got to tell you, I was driving down the street the other day in Vancouver, and there was a tiny home on wheels. And I thought, now where is that tiny home going to go? Because, you know, if you're going to be paying, well, let's say in the valley, and you're paying 500, 600, 700, 600 thousand for just a piece of dirt,
Mm-hmm.
and you put your tiny home on it, and make sure, which wouldn't be allowed anyway, and so you paid $20,000 for your tiny home. Where are you going to put it? You put it in mom and dad's property
Yeah,
is what you
yeah.
do. It's like having a second home, and as long as you have it on wheels anyway.
Just take
Oh.
your money and go buy a place in the shoe shop. So you
Well,
buy them for about 500 grand.
You know what? But it was real interesting. This little tiny home was in a warehouse complex, and it was tucked up behind the warehouse. If I wasn't in a hurry, I would have done a U-turn. That's the first one I've seen in the Lower Fraser Valley.
And the next question would be, how many parking spots was it taking up?
3.
I thought so.
But it was only 140 square feet.
You ever gone to a mall, there's a truck or a big truck pulling a trailer and they take up 3 parking spots?
You just be careful. I did that with my motorhome and my tow car.
With your what?
What?
Tow car.
Tow car.
Oh, it's tow car. I thought you said something else.
I'm 50 feet on the road. So you really need more than 2 parking places.
Okay. All right. Here's one good one. This is a good one for you. And we kind of touched on this in the show. We will touch on it again later on today. 3 generations all live under one roof. South Asian seniors are 8 times more likely to live with their grandkids. Bill?
Absolutely.
Good idea?
I think so. What happens is that, you know, there's nothing wrong with family. I was talking to
Well,
just
it
a
depends,
gentleman.
Bill. It depends.
Well, I was talking to a gentleman just the other day, and he was telling me, and he's from the East Asian community, and he said it's tough. He says you've got parents, grandparents, yourself, and sometimes the kids, but you have spouses. So maybe the spouses don't get along with each other. We don't always get along with mom and dad. Kids are not always the best behaved, so therefore, he says it's a real challenge. This type of living, even though it's economical and it's done a lot with a lot of our community, is not always easy. It looks easier than what it is. There's a lot of compromise, a lot of forgiveness, so to speak. And it's tough to
We
do.
only had 3 people in my family. Both my mom and my dad, my adopted parents, hated my guts, so it worked out quite well.
Well, we were taught, to be independent when you fly the coop when you're 17. But, this has gone on for centuries. I mean, today, if you go to Greece or you go to Portugal or you go to any of these places, that they have built a 2-story high home. And then when the kids are old enough to move on, they just add another story. And here's all of these houses. It's got all this rebar sticking out like this at the top. Can't see it on the radio, but sticking out like this at the top. And the whole idea of that is straighten out that rebar and put another story on for the kids and all this kind of stuff. I mean, we're the only ones, it seems, all over the world that don't believe in having 3 generations together. You have to have rules and boundaries.
There's a fellow that works here. I won't give his name for obvious reasons, but he said he's proven it. He has children. And he said when they decide to move out, that's good. When they come back, that's okay. They can do that once. They do it again, that's okay. Move out, come back. 3rd time, ain't going to happen. 2 strikes, you're out. So
Well, that's fair.
Something to think about.
Yeah,
Something to think about.
But
We all
that's
make
our
mistakes.
that's our culture here. That's what we do. I always had a door open when I left home at 17, and when I was 30 and went through a disaster in a relationship, I went home again for 6 months. Oh, it was hard.
I was 47. I went home.
Well, at least some of us had a door open to us.
Exactly.
That there's a lot of people that ran away from home at 17 and
Well,
never
at
had
least,
that option.
at least some of you guys had a door to go to.
Well, this is true.
Okay.
Yeah, my parents didn't go and buy a one-bedroom condo.
And they had no forwarding address.
My parents just kept on moving. I go to school, they move.
So what does that tell you, Tom?
I know what it tells me. It tells me that prices have risen sharply for downtown Eastside residents. Vancouver City Hall, now this is good. Vancouver City Hall says the average price of a studio apartment in the downtown Eastside reached nearly $900 per month, with prices for SRO, I guess that's single room occupancies, not too far behind. I wonder.
So that must be either rent per month, right? $900 rent per month. So $900 rent per month on something like that is very, very tiny, obviously. Some of them are going up to $1,200 and $1,500. So they're really starting to rise. The values are starting to rise. And as we were hearing just this last week, condos are now coming to the point where houses are about a month ago becoming very, 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 very what we say, scarce. And if you look at the numbers of people that are moving into the Lower Mainland, we're not getting enough build to actually accommodate for all the people that are moving here.
And I think what the problem is here too is on the downtown east side, these apartments are not that big, and the people that live in them probably don't have a whole lot of dough. So $900 to these guys,
that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of dough each month, right? Yeah. But we're trying to help them out.
I think
sure,
so.
It's called government programs.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, so in other words, what you're saying here is, if you live in the downtown east side right now, don't worry, because the government is going to make things fine.
It came across my desk the other day that said, any kind of grant you want, get in touch with the government, and here's the toll-free number.
Well, of course, the east side is getting gentrified, too. So they're actually pushing out the people that were actually trying to help get some housing, locals. So it's getting gentrified. So then it's now becoming escalated to regular people, or not regular people, but people that have jobs and that. And there are no subsidies. So that's what's starting to happen with the east side. So the people that don't have any money and need some support from us as a community are finding it tougher and tougher to find places to live.
Well,
Very
we should
true.
maybe have a spot in the back of the studio for those people. Invite them down here every Saturday to do the show.
We could do that.
Coming out of the rain, here's a good question. What does it really take to win a bidding war? We're going to go to firm with this first. First of all, it's a multiple offer situation. According to the real estate agent, Lindsay Tomlinson, she says you're not negotiating with the seller, you are courting them. What do you think?
You're courting them if you have the chance to do so, because most offers nowadays, they go to the listing agent by email, and it's up to the discretion of the listing agent to present them if they know how to do that professionally. And, that I was saying to somebody the other day, this is the 5th boom that I have been involved in my career. So multiple offer situations, when I for the seller. You know, I really enjoy doing that. I feel bad for the listing agent or selling agent, but you have to treat everybody fairly. You have to let everybody know that there's other offers coming in. And, you know, all you need to do is be the listing agent, be a gentleman, and just, you know, just treat people nicely.
Just
but
tell
I
them like
gotta
it
tell
is.
you, I gotta tell you here that I heard a story the other day. There was an offer coming in on a piece of property in South Surrey, and one of the realtors showed up with a box of high-end cigars for the seller. I thought, now what?
In 2016?
It wasn't even a toaster.
Wow.
You know, I know, but you know, apparently this is what some of the selling agents are trying to get an edge.
It's the edge. It's
That's
the edge.
right.
They're just trying on the edge.
I know.
Was it a chocolate cigar, maybe?
No.
No, these are
Good
probably
Cuban cigars.
Oh, wow.
I know, but you know, how do you know the taste of the seller?
You don't.
I mean, if you follow the seller around and you know that they like a used Mercedes or something like that, then.
I would take the used Mercedes over the box of cigars any day.
Well, you know, in the old days when we went through a big crash, that developers. In Surrey, you know, the developers, that single-family homes, that there was a block of homes. This is after the 1980 crash. And in 1981 and 82, you would see a new car sitting out on the lawn of one of these houses. And the developers were saying, buy our house and you get a new car. And that's what they were doing. I mean, it's better than a toaster.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is reality. I mean, that's nothing new. It's nothing new.
There you go. And that's what's going on in headline news this morning right here on the Radio Real Estate Show. Now we got another, half of the program still to come. So what's coming up, huh? Let's find out. Let's talk to Fern and see what's coming up in the show.
We're joined by Monica Dina Briga, president of Mummy Maids, who has this week's clean tip that'll help you properly clean your home and get it ready for sale in this hot real estate market.
That's a really good idea to do that.
But there's more real estate information coming right here on Vancouver's original on-air open house.
It's that easy.
Oh, dear. Fern, you've got a deep voice these days.
I noticed that.
Well, I'm just trying to keep things moving.
What Bill is trying to say is there's more coming up on Radio Real Estate right here on CL 650. Don't go away. Good morning, it's Tom Lucas from the Radio Real Estate Show, and now from North Vancouver Nissan, here's Mike Farkas. Mike, good morning.
How are you in this lovely, lovely wet weather?
Well, I'm multitasking. I hear you can multitask too, or is it in your case multi-pointing?
We're really concerned with our customers keeping their cars in good shape and on the road and reliable. So we offer a multi-point inspection at no charge any day except for Sundays.
So come on down, check it out. Go to the website, northvancouvernissan.com.
You betcha.
Hi, this is Monica from Mummy Maids. We're here to help you with all your cleaning needs, including move-in, move-outs, packing and unpacking, organizing, laundry and windows, walls, basic cleaning and custom cleaning. We do it all. You deserve a break and Mummy Maids can help. Let us clean your castle with no hassle. Call 604-533-4959. That's 604-533-4959. Or visit us at mummymaids.com.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. In these busy times, it is not always possible to get to a bank for appointments. With young families and busy agendas, we have found that our personal, professional, and our at-home service is very much appreciated. Call 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME, or online at billymac.com. That's B-I-L-L-I, not a Y, M-A-C.com.
CL 650.
The cleanup woman, she's tough. I mean, she really cleans up.
I don't know how she does it, but she keeps coming up with these really different subject matters.
No kidding.
Like a couple of weeks ago, well, we won't go there, something to do with your mattress.
Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, good thing spring is long because she's got all these spring cleaning tips.
She's heard about you.
Oh,
there are things for you to do, like Monica. We have her on the line right now. First of all, Monica, what should Bill be up to at this time of year, huh?
Good morning, Tom. And here's a quiz for you. Preparing your house for sale in these high market value times. Number 1, is the first impression a lasting impression? Yes. First impressions is a lasting impression. Make that house sparkle and shine so you can outshine the rest. Number 2, too much clutter makes your rooms look smaller. True or false? True. Get rid of that clutter. Donate it, sell it, just get rid of it. 3, does it make a difference if you do a full clean or just make it tidy? Get a deep clean done. You'll be so proud. No one wants to own a dirty house. And if you can't do it yourself, enlist the help of professional cleaners. Number 4, what sells better, The smell of dirty socks and underwear, or the smell of freshly baked cookies? The cookies, of course. The smell going through your nose connects to your brain. You remember the good and warm feelings you get with the smell of fresh baked cookies or scented candles as pleasant and inviting to buy that home. This is Monica DeNabriga for Radio Real Estate.
Thank you, Monica. So let Mommy Maids clean your castle with no hassle. Call Monica at 604-533-4959. That's 604-533-4959. Or visit mommymaids.com. That's mommymaids.com.
Why were you looking a little sheepish there, Bill, when Monica was giving her cleaning tip of the week?
I have to move my socks.
Oh, is that what it is? You have to move the socks out of your lingerie drawer.
I don't want to know.
No, you're right. I don't know. It's 20 minutes now before 11 o'clock. 10:40 is the time. Our telephone number, by the way, is 604-280-0650. If you have a question, you want to talk to Bill or talk to Fern, talk to Dwayne or me about the ring, go right ahead. 604-280-0650. Now, Fern, you're always looking up information for us. When you're not out there selling houses and working with wonderful people, you're always looking up some information. And this morning she walked in, you're all excited, and you said, I have some information about the Fraser Valley, some stats for us.
Absolutely. And, I keep a handle on this every week because I want to know ups and downs and amount of sales. First thing I want to make clear, though, that in the Lower Fraser Valley, and a lot of people don't know this, Vancouver and Fraser Valley are two different real estate boards. There's the Vancouver Real Estate Board, and then we have the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board. So my statistics, I belong to the Fraser Valley Board, and so that's where my statistics come from. So this is stats that I took off the computer last night. This is 17 of 21 working days in May. And so there are 301 less listings this month than there were the previous month. And there are 74 more sales this month than there were last month. So that to me just shows that yes, this market is going to continue on, that those listings are down, amount of sales are up. So when you compare the two, that this indicates there's not a change in the market. It just is going to keep on going for a bit.
So do the people sell their homes, let's say in Kerrisdale?
Yes.
They move out to Chilliwack?
Yes.
Where do those folks in Chilliwack move to?
Hope. Buzz them.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you know what? A lot of things are going on in Chilliwack too. That there's a lot of people that live in the Lower Fraser Valley, and when I'm saying that, I'm saying North Delta, Surrey, White Rock, Langley, all this kind of stuff. Value for dollar, that they can get more for their money in Chilliwack than they can trying to make a lateral move if they're downsizing or something like that. Because unfortunately we are under the impression that if you sell a single family home, if you're a baby boomer, you sell your single family home and you want to move into a townhouse to make your lifestyle a little easier, that you should be paying less money. Well, because of demand and supply, and baby boomers are going through that the rope there, that townhouses, especially townhouses, master bedroom on the main floor, have become a real premium.
Yeah, they're going up in value too. Aren't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at my place, and I was very lucky that I bought mine 5 years ago. And I look at even the value that it's gone up in 5 years. And I'm in a polygon development. Well, granted, it's 20 years old. Well, not quite. It's 18 years old. But that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a yard. I wanted a double garage. And I wanted master bedroom on the main floor. And they're just not making those animals
anymore. You don't get that anymore,
Well,
do
you can't.
No, you
because,
can't.
the more money, the more product that you put per acre, number one, it's more feasible for profit for the developer, but also as a tax base. So obviously each city and municipality are going to want more and more and more per acre because they can collect more money.
And to build these places too, you need more land, and they're just not making any more land.
They're
these
not
days.
making any more land.
Son of a gun.
There you go. No, it's like waterfront. They're not making any more waterfront.
So if
Maybe
I have
soon.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Maybe soon.
You think?
Well, you never know. I mean,
could happen.
You just don't know.
Well, I thought a couple of weeks ago down in the White Rock area we were working on that. Trying to make the beach move up past your house, Bill, because you're pretty safe on a big hill up there.
We're on the rock.
Today.
Today.
But
Could
like
be an
you
island
say,
tomorrow.
But you could have waterfront property tomorrow. So it's 10:44. If you ever have a question, you want to talk about mortgages, give Bill a call. You write your office number, Billy.
604-684-4663. That number is 604-684-HOME.
And if you'd like to talk to Fern Northcott about some real estate, you have questions about real estate or moving out to Chilliwack or whatever, she's a nice lady. She's available to talk. What's your phone number?
You can reach me by cell or text at 604-790-9066. That's 9066.
All right, it's the Radio Real Estate Show. It's 10:45, 15 minutes now before 11. And Fern, what else is coming up on this morning's show?
This is for Northcott of Remax Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgage, producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house, Radio Real Estate on CL 650.
Your life's too busy to be doing the things that you don't want to do. Hi, it's Monica at Mummy Maids. We'll free up your time by taking care of all your cleaning needs. We have weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or one-time special occasion plans available, including move-in and move-outs. Commercial and residential cleaning performed by bonded, insured, WCB-covered, uniform cleaning experts. You deserve a break, and Mummy Maids can help. Let us clean your castle with no hassle. Call 604-533-4959 or visit mummymaids.com.
Hi, this is Fern Northcott from Remax Performance. Your real estate dreams begin with you. Real estate is the greatest investment you will ever make. Approach it as an adventure, financially and emotionally without mistakes. I have a plan for making your real estate investments work for you. Call or text me, Fern Northcott, at 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066, or visit fnorthcott.com.
Tom Lucas again with Norm Holmes, the Vice President of Pioneer West. Let's talk about the advantages of dealing with Pioneer West.
Well, I think the biggest one is experience. Both David Stewart and myself have been in the business for over 35 years. We have seen it all, and we can help you through whatever financial situation you're going through. And the other one is service. We pride ourselves in giving top-notch service to our clients.
Find out more online, pioneerwest.com. That's pioneerwest.com.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 home buyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same home buyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
Vancouver weather.
I know. Why do we bother, huh? Oh, those curtains. Yep. Well, let me see.
Dwayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, moving right along. It's wet, right?
It is wet. It's going to be wet again tomorrow.
Oh, no.
And then it's going to be wetter in the afternoon.
When?
And then on Monday, it's going to be sunny.
When's it not going to be wet?
Monday.
Monday, it's not going to be wet, so sunny Monday.
Sunny Monday, 19 degrees.
All right, I'll catch you guys on Monday. Right now, it is 10 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
CL 650. I'm gonna make this place your home.
Well, I don't know who taught me into moving out here, but whoever it is, come on, supply it. Forget the toasters of the mortgages and the real estate agents. How about umbrellas?
Well, you know what? You can get an umbrella too. But you know, living in the Lower Mainland, we got the best of all worlds. You know.
No, yeah, I know.
Sure. In the fall, you can ski in the up mountains. You can come down. You can go out and get your
that's
boat
if you can
out
afford
there.
it.
Well, this is true. But if you have
The
that
taxes are a little high here.
Well, this is true. Taxes are very high.
And the roads are a little difficult.
Well,
as you were saying, Fern, yes.
Hey.
Bill, as you were saying, Fern.
But you know, we live in the banana belt of Canada. I mean, you look at what's been going on in the wintertime in Ontario. And my nephew lives in Dawson Creek, and May long weekend he posted a picture of a foot of snow in his yard. And I think, God, long weekend in May, do I really want to live like that? I'd rather be out doing yeehaw rodeo. So, you know, here we can get around. You know, we have a fall of snow, and you may as well stay home the first day because nobody knows how to drive.
That's correct.
But we are very mobile and can be. And the rest of Canada, a lot of people just hunker down for the winter. Thank goodness we don't have to do that.
And there could be a lot worse places in the world to live than Vancouver.
And you know what? There are. I mean, we've got a beautiful part of the country here. We really do. We complain about roads. We complain about all our taxes. We complain about a lot of things that are going on, but we're human beings.
Well, let's see what Billy is complaining about this morning here. He's got something on his mind. I don't know.
I need a dollar, that's what I need.
Hey.
Well, I need a dollar, that's what I need.
Hey.
Said I need a dollar, that's what I need.
Again?
And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me?
So people come in to see you, Mr. Macklem, and say, "Hey, I need $1. Can you help me out, buddy?"
Well, and we can.
You can.
We can.
Because number one, they want to go to the North Shore and do some swimming and some golfing and all those things that Fern was talking about.
Absolutely.
They need some dough.
To do that.
Yeah.
You know you can scuba dive here all year round?
Yes.
I've
Can
heard.
you say that anywhere else in Canada?
No. I didn't know that people were using my bathtub that often either. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So getting back to money.
Yeah.
Interesting concept came up the other day. I had a client that has a mortgage on their home. It's a significant mortgage. It's not like 100,000, but 700,000, 800,000. And they're looking for ways that they're at the stage in life where they need to share some of the wealth with the children, or continue living at this place for a bit more because of the fact that the prices are rising, and therefore to sell it would be kind of against most of my beliefs at this particular point in time. Unless you have to sell, I mean, you should be saving that home because it's going up in value between $50,000 and $100,000 in tax-free dollars. So you want to stay as long as you can in that home. So that's what this particular client wants to do. So they're asking, how could they do this without having any payments or any more payments than what they already have, but still give some money to the children so that the children can go out and buy their place in this time of market. So we went to one of our CHIP mortgages, the home reverse mortgage, or the reverse planning mortgage, and we thought we'd pay out the first mortgage with this CHIP mortgage, so therefore there's no payments in that sucker. Mm-hmm. So we're good to go. And so then we're going to do a second mortgage behind that first, which will then give some money to the children so they can go out and buy their particular homes that they want to buy. And if I average the cost of that mortgage that I just put on with the one that they have on that doesn't have any payments, their average cost is going to be around 2.5% to 3.5% interest rates. So they can do everything they want to do without having to give up the home at this particular point in time. And this is a specific client that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious, if somebody does this, Bill, and mom and dad get the money, and they give it to Junior to go and buy a home, and Junior decides to go out and buy a new Ferrari, is there anything mom and dad can do about that?
No.
Probably not.
No.
And then he'll come back next week and want more.
No, but that vault is closed, because when we get the money out, we can only do it one time. You can't go back again.
And what's more expensive, a home or a Ferrari? Well, we both know. So.
Oh, yeah.
So that's I just thought I'd share that story with you because that's an important story. We have a lot of families that are over 55 and 60 that are looking for ways to helping the kids, but without necessarily selling their home to do so. And they may not be making any income. They may be on retirement income. They may be on just a pension from one of the companies they used to work for. So how do they qualify for all this stuff? So we show them how to qualify for that so that they can actually do things, stay solid, and move forward. Now, maybe they got to sell, and if they have to sell, we can do and talk to Fern and get them set up to do that. But if they're able to not sell, or if that's what the family wants them to do, then we'll go to the next step and show them how to do the financing.
Do you remember a couple of years ago we had some real estate books we were giving away in the air, and I said to the lady who won them, I said, enjoy the book. And she said, it's not for me. I say, let me guess, 28-year-old son living in the basement, you want him OUT. She said to me, how did you know?
I don't think it's going to take a book.
Wild guess.
I think it's called Change the Locks.
Well, yeah. So
but I'm brutal.
Well, I like you. I like you. So she was concerned about the young ones, and there are people that are concerned about the young ones. There are other people who say, like you do, do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. And basically that's what we did, didn't we? We did what we had to do.
Well, yes, and you know what? It's great for parents to want to help children out, and people of our age group know that that's what they're wanting to do is help older children because we weren't helped out. You know, everything goes in cycles, and if you want to help your children out, that is absolutely great, and that's why you look at creative financing with Bill, because it doesn't mean that you have to sell in order to help your kids. And you know that when I'm working with people of any age group, especially the older group, when I'm saying older, I'm talking over 60 now, I just say to them, don't move before your time. If you're not emotionally ready to move, don't do it. Stay where you are, because if you're going to move, then you're just not going to be happy. And why spend your golden years, quote, quote, being unhappy and regretting that you sold your family home? So, you know, really soul search before you make that move. Make sure that that's what you really want to do. And a lot of times it comes into a family discussion. You know, when I was growing up, Mom and Dad would never have discussed financing or mortgages or buying a house with me. And of course, I come from that generation. Would I have ever discussed anything with them? No, I learned through the school of hard knocks.
And then
but
our
not
generation,
kids today.
you don't talk about politics at the table. You don't talk about religion. You don't talk about how old your mom is or how much money they make, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, none of that stuff.
Not a good thing. Bill, you come from the school like, let the kids survive, let them do what they got to do. I know some people now that are, like you say, they're late 60s, maybe early 70s, and what they're thinking is, maybe what I should do is give young, we'll call her Donna, her inheritance now before I go. Okay. I say, that's great, Mom, but what if you live to be 117 years old? You're going to need your dough. Exactly, right?
That's why you want to use the equity in your home if you're able to do that, because hopefully, I mean, we're seeing, and the firm just gave us the stats on what's going on in the Fraser Valley, that there's less listings and more selling. So that's normally an indicator that prices are going to continue to move upwards. And we know if you look at the chart since 1969, the prices traditionally are on an upward curve. They do have some fallbacks, but generally they have an upward curve. So utilizing your home as an equity center to give to the kids and keep your home, it's going to replenish itself.
I have to congratulate you this morning, Bill. You didn't blow a gasket on this one. That's really good.
Well, I was going to get into postal banking.
But we can do that next week.
We'll do that next week. Yeah, that's an interesting
topic.
topic.
For you to look forward to.
Me too.
Right. What else is going on here?
So, for expert mortgage information online by visiting BillyMac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, Mac.com, or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
In our next segment, we'll hear from our Radio Real Estate home handyman, Finn Jensen. This morning, Finn chats about why some of the newcomers build the homes they do.
Good morning, it's Tom Lucas from the Radio Real Estate Show, and now from North Vancouver Nissan, here's Mike Vargas. Mike, good morning.
How are you in this lovely, lovely wet weather?
Well, I'm multitasking. I hear you can multitask too, or is it in your case multi-pointing?
We're really concerned with our customers keeping their cars in good shape and on the road and reliable. So we offer a multi-point inspection at no charge any day except for Sundays.
So come on down, check it out. Go to the website, northvancouvernissan.com.
You betcha.
Hi, this is Fern Northcott of Remax Performance. Your real estate dreams begin with you. You deserve the facts of a professional home evaluation based on the statistics of the MLS. To find out what your house is really worth, call or text me. Fern Northcott, 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066, or visit fnorthcott.com.
Hi, Tom Lucas here with Norm Holmes, the Vice President of Pioneer West. Norm, we've talked about MICs. What is a MIC?
A MIC is a mortgage investment corporation. It's a pooled fund of mortgage investments. It has a special status before Revenue Canada so that the interest or income is paid out every year and it doesn't have to pay tax. That provides the investors a higher rate of return than similar products.
If you'd like to get more information on MICs, go online, pioneerwest.com. That's pioneerwest.com.
CI 650. I'm fixing a hole where the rain gets in and stops my mind from wandering. I'm filling the cracks that ran through the door and kept my mind from wandering.
Well, that's what Fern is doing today. You're fixing a hole in your roof. You're having Finn come over to fix that little teeny-weeny little hole in your tiny roof. It's about that big, but water's coming in. He wants to fix it up for you.
Well, actually, I got it dripping down my
really?
Yeah.
Shh, careful.
My furnace thing
Okay.
going out my ceiling.
He'll be following you home today.
That works for me.
All right. Well, let's find out what is going on. I got Mr. Finn Jensen on the line here. Finn, good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, everyone. Each year, thousands of people arrive in BC from the Middle East, China, and Europe, and with them all the customs of their homelands. Some we already know about, like food and choices of home designs, but they seem to favor styles that primarily offer more floor space and layouts with generous accommodations, or as it may be, for an extended family. This form of housing is still popular with families around the world where real estate prices are expensive, or the culture favors 2 or 3 generations together in one home. The concept is not new in Canada. In the early days, it was common for larger families to share everything, from maintaining the home to the cooking, cleaning, and watching the kids, to taking care of the elderly. But as society evolves, many things that had been useful were forgotten. That is, until others reminded us of this rather useful concept. Reports now indicate that it's actually a very beneficial manner of living. Attributes include better health, happier people, and the family's finances tend to be in better shape. All this is something of interest to many who have children trying to make a home of their own, or elderly members living separate lives somewhere a little too far away for frequent visits. For some, it does make sense to put all under one roof. This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
Let Finn take care of your plumbing and air conditioning needs for fast, reliable, and dependable service. Call Gentech Mechanical Installations. 778-378-2740. That's 378-2740.
No, Fern is all dressed up. Last week it was the Cloverdale Rodeo. This week you're off to the Hayak Festival.
Yeah,
US
well,
Miss,
just
that'll
the
be
parade.
exciting.
Yeah,
just
it
the
is.
parade.
Yeah, it's sort of a stop off.
Is that why she brought her paddle with her?
Yeah, yeah. And
well,
the
Patello Bridge is closed,
and the-
everybody.
nice
So,
point.
Just
good point. Yeah.
try not to go from New West
So-
to Surrey or
So
back.
you got the Patello Bridge is closed, so then you wonder why the government wouldn't discount the tolls on the Port Van Bridge for half, because double many people going across the bridge, and maybe they might like to use it, and therefore they wouldn't have to have a problem.
However, today, Bill, because it is raining, the government has increased the amount they're willing to spend on Mae Wests.
Mae West?
Yeah, and if you know Pepsi Mae West, and just if you've gone, you know what Mae West is?
Well, she's a movie star.
No, other than that.
Oh.
No.
No.
Well,
Tell
if
me.
anybody out there knows what a Mae West is, give us a call or write us, and we'll tell Bill and Furman tomorrow on the show. Next week, what a Mae West is.
Good.
If I want some help with the mortgage, Billy, why don't I get a hold of you?
Just give me a shout at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
All right, now I've been self-approved. I've been pre-approved. I've been self-approved for many
You have been for years.
Sometimes I'm the only guy that'll approve myself. But anyway, so you've been pre-approved with Billy.
Pre-approved.
Now I need to call Fern because I want to go looking for a house. What do I do? How do I get a hold of you, Fern?
Either cell or text at 604-790-9066. That's 604-790-9066. Want my website?
Okay.
Okay. You can reach me by email. fern@smart.com. That's fern with an E at smart.com.
In the middle of our street.
That would sound like your email address to me. Is that the one? That's the email address? How do I?
That's my email address.
Because you've never given me that one before. I just usually it's like goawaytom.com.
Yeah, you're used to hearing that from me.
I know, but it's fun. Hey, listen, thanks for all the information this morning.
Thank you.
Have a
it's
great weekend.
always an honor to be here. It's
a pleasure to have
awesome.
you here.
It's so much fun.
Say hi to New Westminster for me, will you?
I will.
Especially those marching bands from the States.
Oh, I just that these young kids, that so much talent, young kids,
Just do me a favor. Ask the marching band from what is it, Quamtoa? What are they called out of Washington? Some crazy place in Washington. Anyway, they had this marching band at a high school. They do Chicago songs. Ask them not to do that. It just doesn't work.
Why not?
I tell
Variety.
you what. You tune into this radio station Monday morning at 7 o'clock. I'll play a Chicago song the way it should sound. Okay?
Okay.
All
Works
right.
for me.
Hey guys, thanks for being here.
Thank
Fern,
you,
thank
Sean.
you. Billy, thank you very much. Dwayne, thank you, and thank you for listening. Talk to you on Monday morning at 7. Thank you. Bye.